Scorch tried and failed at first, but in the end he got the last laugh because with a battalion of stormtroopers, in the end they got Hunter on the planet Dora. He is officially imprisoned now by the Empire and overseen by Crosshair himself. So in today's episode, I want to talk about what are the possibilities of Hunter being tortured or perhaps even extracting information from Hunter himself in episode 15 coming up on Friday. Seeing Hunter be captured by the Empire at the end of episode 14 was kind of chilling. It signifies a downtrend for the group, something that we have grown accustomed to seeing in Star Wars, and the finality of it all, the rescue, the hero's journey, will finally end in a couple of weeks, and that will be gratifying all in the same. But what will happen during that extent? So Crosshair did visit him in his cell in the Imperial military base on Dora, but his intention is probably not to kill him. As Crosshair says to Hunter, "I wanted the entire group, but you will do fine just the same." Some might say that Crosshair has used lethal force in the past to make Clone Force 99 answer for deserting the Empire and becoming traitors, such as when he almost burned the Bad Batch alive inside a functioning Jedi cruiser in episode 8. However, one suggestion is more likely not to kill Hunter during these last few episodes and use Hunter for two possibilities, either for a bargaining chip for Omega and the gang to give themselves up, or do what they did to him. Actually implement a new inhibitor chip in his brain and activating it to such an extent that he will follow orders without question. We know this from episode 1. Ever since Nala Se amplified the effect of the inhibitor chip of Crosshair, he has been on the hunt for Clone Force 99 ever since they escaped his grasp on Kamino. Now in the episode War Mantle, Crosshair gets one step closer to actually achieving that goal of apprehending every single member of Clone Force 99, including perhaps Captain Rex and Gregor, alongside a few other clones that have defected from the Empire. We talked previously about Captain Hauser, who did, in fact, in the eyes of Crosshair and others, betray the Empire and thought for himself. This is a big no-no to Crosshair and Admiral Rampart, especially Moff Tarkin. So as we've discussed these previous events, we now know actually that Crosshair has no problems with harming his former squad members since he attempted to eliminate them both on Baraka and Ryloth. Surprisingly, this is the first time that Crosshair and Hunter encounter each other face to face on Dora in the prison complex, ever since Crosshair deserted Clone Force 99 and went with the Empire, essentially setting up a big showdown for fans that have been anticipating this since the beginning of the series. However, the end result probably won't be the death of Hunter. Throughout this entire series so far, Crosshair's #1 priority has been to follow the orders of the Empire and especially Admiral Rampart. We've seen a couple of times that despite Clone Force 99 being traitors to the Empire, Crosshair won't actively go out of his way to hunt this group down until he actually received these orders from Admiral Rampart, especially in episode 12. The first words that Crosshair says to Hunter in the final moments of episode 14 is that, "I was hoping for the whole squad, but you'll do." Now that Clone Force 99's leader has been captured, Crosshair's directive is to arrest all Clone Force 99 members, and that is yet to be completed. This is the moment when we talk about the bargaining chip. Crosshair will probably use Hunter as bait to set a trap to catch the entire squad when they inevitably try to rescue Hunter from Imperial prison, and we all know that's exactly what's going to happen, especially for Omega. She won't leave rescuing Hunter alone, however much the others protest. And dear God, I hope it is done on Kamino, because that would be the biggest showdown leading up to the finale. If Hunter is transported to Kamino and actually undergoes some procedures, this will make the showdown that much sweeter. Now that we know that the Kamino uprising is probably not happening with the assassination of Lama Su, the Prime Minister, at least we will have a semi-mini battle on Kamino itself. This brings into question another arc from this season in particular, because ever since the gang has escaped Kamino and the Empire, we have seen them embarking on many journeys, adventures, and odd jobs that were commissioned by Sid's business unrelated to the series' main conflict, which is them escaping the Empire and escaping this craziness. These episodes might have appeared as filler at first, but they may have actually been developing the Clone Force 99 network. You see, at the end of each mission, Hunter or anyone from the gang, even Omega, makes a friendly gesture towards their new allies, such as when Hunter provides Rafa with the data rod containing the tactical droid's intel, or even refuses to accept payment from Hera Syndulla's parents. Sid is one of their closest compatriots as well. They actually saved Sid's job and office from the Pike Syndicate. Throughout this series, it has been shown a lot that the Bad Batch has made some powerful friends, and these friends might come into consideration when we're talking about cameos and actually coming back to save the day. Once all of them learn of Hunter's capture through their mutual contacts, Sid and Rex, all these new friends of the Bad Batch will go after Crosshair, the Empire, and somehow attempt to release Hunter from prison. This will eventually create a strategy that Crosshair won't be able to predict, simply because he is expecting only his old compatriots to come and attack to try to release Hunter, but these other variables, these other friends, will make Crosshair lose his strategy, and perhaps the gang will make a successful attempt in rescuing Hunter. The other possibility, of course, we've talked about it. Nala Se has been brought into custody as well, since she is a scientist, and as Admiral Rampart said, we are in dire need of scientists. So with this in mind, it is a possibility that Hunter will be experimented on and actually get a new inhibitor chip that will be amplified to be even more violent than before, same as Crosshair. However, the smallest possibility, and I think it is the best one if we are to go by the book, Crosshair likely won't kill or harm Hunter because he still feels that kinship inside him with his former squad member and all of his squad members. He has been ruthless, yes, but when Crosshair returns to his quarters, we've definitely seen him rethink some stuff, finding his softer side inside, and maybe that will come into play during these pivotal moments. All in all, I expect the finale to be something of a bombastic, crazy ending, and similar to Clone Wars Season 7, I don't expect this to go beyond, but if it does, this will set up a great template for future seasons of The Bad Batch and even other Star Wars material. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think we should watch for next? Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe for dailies. Now you can have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you until then.